Boy, is this season gonna be fun.
Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes.
I'm a grown ass man. See, I'm a grown ass man. Grown ass man. Hey everybody, King Dingbat here. I'm in my garage with a cigar. It's only a candy cigar because my wife won't let me smoke one after I put that big fat head up in our bedroom. Let's get rid of that. At this point, I'd be happy for Dak to be playing for somebody else. And my team stinks. I agree. Stinks.
They laugh about us. We're a disgrace. We suck.
I am now Philly 500's bitch.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, everybody doing? King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you guys are doing well. We are back again with another Philly 500 side video with a green screen. We're trying out new things here. We're trying out new things because, like I said, my little camera holder broke. It snapped yesterday. I should have something here tomorrow so I can go back to my normal position because I do like my normal position. However, I do want to learn how to use this green screen, especially when football season starts and we're live streaming. We need overlays, we need scores, we need to do it up big this year. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, Doug Peterson today held a press conference, and it was a very interesting press conference. I wanted to kind of go over some of my thoughts on it, on what Doug said, and things like that, because I found it very interesting. First and foremost, he talked about Jalen Reagor. Now, this was pretty interesting what he said because he was saying the plan for Reagor is pretty much to put him in that Z spot, right behind DeSean Jackson, and let him learn. I think with what happened with Arcega-Whiteside last year, where they were trying to teach him multiple positions, I think that he got overwhelmed. I think Arcega-Whiteside kind of was overwhelmed. And this year, what they're trying to do with Reagor is kind of have him just learn and focus on one spot and get really good at that. Now, it does kind of create questions because if you have DeSean Jackson and Reagor, does this mean that they're both not going to be on the field at the same time? Or are you going to use DeSean Jackson in the slot sometimes? That could be very dangerous to have DeSean Jackson in the slot sometimes. No doubt about it. However, I think it's very important for the Eagles. I think it's very, very important for the Eagles to get production out of Reagor. They need Reagor to produce. And I'm not just talking about on special teams. You know what I mean? I'm saying he needs to go out and perform and do well. But it looks like his primary focus is going to be to learn that Z spot where DeSean Jackson plays. And it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to do this lineup. He could just be saying that. They could end up moving Reagor all around. Who knows? But you kind of wonder how things change with no OTAs, no mini camps, and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Damn, I need a haircut. Holy crap. Look at this crap. I need a haircut. I want a haircut. Barber's closed. Well, actually, one open, but they opened, and you gotta wait outside with a mask. I ain't waiting outside in 100-degree weather. You gotta be crazy. You know, I'll be soaking wet by the time I get in there. So, oh man, I am beautiful though. I gotta admit, I am beautiful. Anyways, I'm getting off target. My beauty is distracting me. So, yeah, right. All right, I'm a dingbat. Beauty my ass, right? But anyways, hopefully I'll be in Vegas soon. I'll get a haircut. But anyways, it's going to be interesting to see what role they use Reagor, if they're going to just use him in that one spot. Because like I said, if you want to get Reagor on the field and he's going to be at the Z, then you're going to have to move DeSean Jackson, probably in the slot. What does that mean for DeSean? What does that mean for Greg Ward? What are they going to do with Arcega-Whiteside? It's going to be really interesting, really interesting. Another thing he talked about, Doug, and I talked a little bit about this in my previous video, is he talked about replacing Brandon Brooks internally, and they're going to look at the guys that they have on the roster: Pryor, Driscoll, Herbig, Opeta, all those guys. And he said he has a lot of confidence in those guys and what they can do. And of course, he's going to say it. I still would not be shocked if they went out and got a guy like a Warford, but we don't know. And then Peters is still out there. We got to remember that. But you know, he felt for Brandon Brooks. He was talking about, and you know, it's going to be interesting. The other interesting thing was he talked a lot about Alshon Jeffrey, and that Alshon Jeffrey is here to stay, and that's fine. I mean, I guess, you know, we all figured at this point he's going to stay. He's a $26 million cap hit, or actually now it's post June 1st. I think it's like $15 or $16 million. But the question is Alshon Jeffrey, he's going to stay, but when's he going to be healthy? I'm guessing like week 5, week 6, he comes back. Then another few weeks, maybe a month to get in shape. At what point do we get Alshon Jeffrey at his best? That's the question I have. But I mean, he was saying that the rehab's going very well. He's working very hard, and he likes him in the locker room with those young guys. So Alshon Jeffrey is going to be here. He's going to play. He's going to play a part in some way, and I hope we get 2017 Alshon Jeffrey. You know what I mean? I hope we get 2017. I'm sorry about that. EDP's texting me, but I hope we get 2017 Alshon Jeffrey. We'll see though. I'm very concerned about his injury. The other guy that he talked a lot about was Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, a very controversial pick. You kind of wonder what the plan is for him, and it seems like the plan is going to be what we talked about, and it seems like this is what they're going to do. It seems like Hurts is going to go in as the third string quarterback. He's going to go in the third string. They're going to use him in different packages like the Saints use Hill. Then, you know, when he's not out there on the field doing those kind of things, he's going to be learning behind Wentz and Sudfeld. And then probably next year he becomes the backup. You don't see him in that Hill role anymore, and he goes on that way. But what he was saying was that you know, Jalen Hurts it has impressed him with the amount of retention that he's learned, how he's learned the offense and no huddle and certain things that they've done, you know, in their virtual offense. It's different than being on the field, no doubt about it. But he's come a long way. He's learning fast and he's grasping things. And so far, they're very impressed with Jalen Hurts. And I can't wait to see him play. I'm not going to lie. I want to see him on the field. I want to see how he does. And I hope it all works out. Carson never gets hurt again. Jalen Hurts builds up his draft stock or his stock, and we can get a first-round pick out of him. That would be the perfect situation. So those are kind of the things that Doug talked about today. What's really interesting to me right now is the whole Reagor situation of how they're going to use him and where. If they're going to use him behind Deshaun primarily, what does that say about where you're going to play Deshaun Jackson? It's going to be very interesting. And then, you know, hearing that Hurts is impressing them, especially from, like, you know, the learning the offense and the retention part of it, I think is very awesome. So we're going to find out, you know, soon enough once camp starts, I hope. You know, it's going to be fun. And don't forget, never forget, Dallas still stinks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, with that said, let me know what you guys thought of his press conference. Put a comment in the comment section. Can't wait to hear from you. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.